Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, first and foremost. Today is gonna be a bit different. This video will be about a dream that I had late last year. I had this dream on the 11th of December. It was a dream about a tsunami hitting Antigua. So this is what the dream is. Basically, I got a message that God told me he was gonna do something. I don't know if it was a feeling or he actually told me, but I couldn't remember what he told me, right? And I have a feeling like maybe it was the whole tsunami thing, because that's what happened later on in the dream. And I tried to warn people, warn. So when that keyword warn, I was like, okay, then that must be a bad thing, or it's something that is not positive. So I tried to warn people, and nobody really took me on. Nobody really bothered with me, and they didn't care. So later on in that dream, Antigua had a tsunami, and there was some sort of suspense that was there. I felt like I was inside of a movie, and this tsunami, it rose so high, it casted a shadow over the whole of Antigua, and I asked God to protect his people. It looked like it could wipe out the whole of Antigua, really and truly. The angles from which I saw this tsunami, like I couldn't even tell you which direction it's coming from, east, west. I couldn't tell you, because it was almost like if I had an outer body experience. Like I wasn't, I had wings, I don't know, but it's like I saw it at different angles, like bird's eye view from the side, everything. I saw, like, it was really tall. It was really a high wave that was like coming over. Now this tsunami destroyed houses. It destroyed, oh, by the way, you see me looking down. I'm looking down on my phone because I type it all out. Now this tsunami, when it hit Antigua, it destroyed houses. The nice tall buildings that we see, all gone. It almost basically went with everything. Boats, yachts, cars sank, and it basically nobody was missed. However, when I came back to my body, I found myself sitting on a small island along with 3 other girls. I knew one of them, and yeah, she was kind of on my back, like she was laying on my back. I don't know how to even explain it. Then a big whale, when I looked up, now we're on a small island, like a really small, I will insert pictures, like I drew, but I'm not the best drawer, so it don't look up to par, but it's just a sketch. Now when I looked up, I saw a whale, and the tail of the whale was like, it waved at me, and I screamed, "Hi, Jesus!" I was like, so in my head, I'm just like, well, no. When I woke up, I was like, why would I scream "Hi, Jesus" to a whale? I had no idea why. Then the water had people trying to get on floating devices. The people, I guess, who remained, the ones who I saw in the water, they were trying to see if they could find, places to float. Like other people, they escaped with some of their boats. They went somewhere else. I don't know where they went. There were tiny islands around that could only hold like 2 or 1 person. Told the others, we are God's people. He spared us or something, like for some reason we're the spared ones, because they were wondering, like, why are we the ones on the bank? And I explained to her in the dream that there's too much evil in Antigua and God had to do something. So that's why I tied it into what I said before, that God told me that he was going to do something, and I told people and they didn't really care. So I guess that was God doing something. So yeah, then the people who were inside the water, they were trying to get on the island that we were on, right? But they couldn't, because it was high enough that people couldn't get on to get onto, and it was low enough that our feet, or like our toes, were like barely touching the water. But yeah, so the girl who was lying out on my back, she, like, if she wanted us to drop inside the water, so I'm just like, girl, come on my back, because I'm not dropping inside the water. She ended up going inside the water and hopping on a floating device. Now, I don't understand this part of the dream. Anyway, so some of the people who escaped on their yachts, they came back because they fled quickly. They came back after, like, basically everything happened. And the currents, they were still strong. But then after a while, it just calmed. There was just peace in the water. And the island beneath us that we were sitting on sank. And so did the other ones around it. The surrounding islands that I told you about, where it held like one person, they sank. The one that we were sitting on, it sank slowly, almost like it didn't sink, like rushing, and I don't explain it. It sank like if it was letting us off into the water. I came out of the water, and basically I was on the shore now. I don't know how, but anyways, I came out of the water. I ended up out of the water now. This is the next part of the dream. I was disappointed because when I looked back underwater and looked at the people in the water, remember I told you the people who were on the floating devices and everything, these same people who were struggling for their life, after everything calmed and everything smoothed over, they had a beach party. It wasn't like, God, thank you for sparing our lives. Nothing. And they wore the most showy bathing suit. There was nothing holy about it. There was nothing praising godly about it. Nothing. And I was upset because they were having fun instead of thanking God or acknowledging God, the one who let them live. So I was really bothered. I was like, that make any sense? And the first thing I thought about when I was writing this out is that in Revelations, the verse that says, all the islands will sink. Honestly, I really feel like something might happen. I really do feel like my dream was God telling me something, definitely. And from what I've seen before with Antigua, I cannot doubt. There's no doubt that we really are a blessed island, because time after time again we see other Caribbean islands, they go through hell and back, and we over here are spared. We, like the other time with the hurricanes, other islands experience so much.
By the time the hurricane came down here,
It wasn't even that bad. It was like some rain, we had a few floodings, and that was it. God spares us every time. And what do? We literally just ignore him. We don't thank him. We don't say God. No, we go back to the same ways. We party and everything, and we drink, and then we forget about him. Just like what God says to the Israelites, when your belly is full, do not forget me. And I feel like Antiguans really do need to stop, put away our foolishness and really get right with God, because at the end of the day, he's the one who's protected us. He's the one who has looked after us and who has covered us. So it's only right to thank him and acknowledge him. Like, we really do. There's a lot of evil going on in Antigua, and I'm pretty sure I don't even know half of it. But as long as I am, from me to my island, I'm really asking you guys, get right with God and really just pray to him. Really ask him. Really pray for Antigua. Really, repent. So a lot of people may not believe, or they might just, because in my dream, nobody cared. Nobody cared about what I was saying in my dream. And I won't be surprised if they don't know. But I'm hoping that enough people see and they do listen and do hear what I'm saying. And I thank you for watching this video. God bless you.